Hey guys, it's Ryzen.
And Liz.
And welcome to the Super Bowl cat video. Super Bowl prediction video. It's the Bucs and the Chiefs. Technically it's the Chiefs at the Bucs because it's in Tampa.
It is a home game for the Bucs.
So, you know.
First time in NFL history, though.
Yeah.
One of the teams has got a home game.
Yeah. You bring in Tom Brady, you go from 9-7 to 11-5 and the best team in the NFC. I always said at the beginning of the year they were the best team in the NFC. Turns out they were the best team in the NFC.
Yep.
So the Chiefs are favored by 3, which I find silly.
Yeah, the Bucs are at home. I don't know why they're not favored.
Well, because they're still going to have Chiefs fans there too, but I do find it silly just because it's Tom Brady. It's like,
really?
It's like you know, it's like leaving Michael Jordan off the hook. You just don't do that.
I mean,
but,
maybe they favored the Chiefs because they won the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah, that's why. But you know, every time they do this to Brady, he wins the damn game. So you know.
And I hate to break it to all you Chiefs fans, but next year you're going to have like $5 in your cap.
Yeah, they're going to lose a ton of defensive players. Apparently, they're going to lose their whole defense.
So enjoy it while it lasts, because you guys are probably going to.
Because they had to pay Mahomes, so once you do that,
you have like $5 left.
You have to make sacrifices, unfortunately, and so the Chiefs are going to have to deal with that. What I want to see is Mahomes without Kelsey, without Hill, without top tier receivers all around. That's what I want to see before I put Mahomes in the same level as Peyton Manning.
Right.
I need to see what he can do with nothing.
With scrubs, kind of like what Brady's did rather.
So, well, whatever. He's obviously one of the best quarterbacks in the league, but
yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. He's only been playing for 3 years. I don't like putting guys in elite status immediately. I mean, look at Lamar. He went from amazing to
above average.
Above average, Yeah. But you just never know. Well, anyway, this game, I don't know. It's going to be close, probably. They're two stacked teams. I mean, offensively, they're about even.
I was going to say they both have high-flying offenses. I think
defensively, I think the Bucs are actually better.
Really? Why?
They have a better secondary and a better pass rush. Chiefs defense is good, but I think the Bucs are slightly better. Special teams, Chiefs are better. The Bucs have a bad special teams unit, so they definitely should kick every touchback because they don't want to give up a kick return. And coaching, Andy Reid's a better coach.
Oh,
let's be
by
honest.
far.
Andy Reid's a better coach. I mean, outside of time management issues, the guy is really, really good.
It's going to be interesting on the defense because for the Bucs, Todd Bowles is their defensive coordinator.
Bowles is a good defensive coordinator.
Terrible head coach, but decent defensive coordinator.
He's a very good defensive coordinator.
Which is why I think they were able to get to this point this season. One reason, I suppose. And they allowed Tom to start actually calling plays at the line.
Yes.
Which made a significant difference in the team.
I mean, credit to the Bucs for doing that, giving Tom full control of the offense. As soon as they did that, he went from, above average back to elite, amazing overnight. They find. I mean, I know they lost their first game when they started doing that to the Saints, but they pretty much won out since then. I don't think they've lost a game since.
Pretty much.
So, let Brady be Brady. The deep passes will come.
Let him play.
Let him dissect the defense, and then when they come up to take away that short stuff, opens up the deep stuff, and that's how Brady's always played. He's always been death by 1,000 cuts, and then he'll hit you over the top when you try to take that stuff away. So he's a good setup quarterback.
I think the one thing that I would be concerned about is the Chiefs do obviously have more playoff experience. Brady's been in how many Super Bowls now?
10.
However, the rest of the team hasn't. So that's
true.
Well,
Antonio Brown has.
True, many, many years ago. But he's also been in playoff games before. So he does have and he's supposed to play this weekend.
He's fine.
He was a participant in practice all week.
He's fine. I'm more concerned about their secondary.
Yeah. Experience matters, and having a good defense matters in the Super Bowls. We've seen that time and time again.
Yeah, unfortunately, Josh Allen went to crap.
Unfortunately.
In the AFC Championship game.
They'll be back.
But, so I'm picking the Bucs. Brady, I'm not going to bet against him.
No,
the guy's too good.
They're playing at home. The one thing I did see earlier in the week, and I don't know if it's confirmed now. I haven't checked, but earlier in the week they forecasted thunderstorms for Tampa. So it would be really interesting if a Super Bowl gets delayed because of lightning.
I don't know. That would be unusual. I don't think that's ever happened. Well, there was the blackout.
True, the Saints at the Saints Stadium, right?
That was a weird game.
I remember
totally switched that game around.
I remember that. That was crazy.
Yeah. That like stopped the momentum. Yeah, I'm not gonna bet against Tom Brady. The guy's ridiculous. I mean, even if he loses this game, it's just like, okay, he still made 10 Super Bowls, just 6-10.
Right.
And if he wins, it's just yet another step that nobody is ever going to reach. I'm sorry, nobody's going to make 10 Super Bowls again. Nobody's going to win 6 to 7 of them. It's never going to happen.
It's very
Not even
impossible.
Patrick Mahomes is going to do that. It's just not possible.
So the other thing I've seen people doing this week is comparing Patrick Mahomes' first 3 seasons to Russell Wilson, and so far it's been identical. In Wilson's and Mahomes' first season, they both won a Super Bowl, right?
And then lost.
They lost the second. He lost in the playoffs in the second season. They lost to the Patriots.
Yeah.
And if things go the same way Wilson's did, Mahomes is destined to lose.
Yeah.
Because Wilson lost to the Patriots in his 3rd season because they threw the interception at the 1-yard line. So if history comes into play, then the Bucs.
I don't think Mahomes is going to throw an interception.
I don't think they'll be that stupid to do something like that.
Stupid.
But it's just happenstance.
The other thing is the Chiefs can't run the ball in this game because the Bucs linebackers are ridiculous. The best linebacking core in football. So
yeah, in that last game they played, they really stuffed the run really good.
I know people are saying, "Oh, the Chiefs shouldn't run the ball." Okay, then Mahomes is going to get hit 60 times. You have to run the ball. You have to run it sometimes.
They have to do something.
Otherwise, you're going to get Mahomes killed. He's already banged up with a turf toe.
Right.
And he got a concussion 2 weeks ago. Well, a pinched nerve, I guess. So, I mean, you're going to have to do some running. But every time they do it, it's going to be basically a wasted play.
I think we'll see the Chiefs do a lot of that tricky shit that they've done
They might do those
playoff games.
Yeah,
some of those
jet sweep runs, wildcat thing runs, because otherwise it's a wasted play.
Right. I think we'll see a lot of trick plays from the Chiefs in this game.
But you can't just not run the ball. I mean, you're going to get Patrick Mahomes killed.
They have to do that to even chew clock.
Yeah,
Time of possession. I mean, they're going to have to run the ball at some point.
And if the Chiefs start slow in this game, I think it's going to be a big problem for them because the Bucs have such a strong offense that they're just going to pull away. I don't think this is not like a Browns thing or a Bills thing.
Right. It's not like both teams have these like amazing defenses and the score is going to be low. I think it's going to be a high-flying scoring game. Yeah, that's what I think.
So, and I think if Brady gets the ball last, he'll win the game.
And I think for Brady, he needs to play well.
He needs to play better than he did last 2 weeks ago.
He can't throw any picks. I think that's going to be important.
I mean, some of them were. The one was Evans' fault.
Right.
But he did throw a couple bad ones.
Yeah. He's at home. He should have. There's no excuses for him to be doing that. It's his home stadium.
Well, he's throwing balls out because he's not going to take a hit. Right. And I don't blame the guy. He's 43, but he's going to have to take something this time.
He's going to have to take hits. That's obvious.
He's going to have to throw into something. But, I mean, fortunately he's playing, with the better offensive line as well. So.
True.
Oh, the left tackle for the Chiefs is also out. That's a huge problem because the Bucs, their best defensive linemen, their best edge rushers are edge rushers. Their best rushers are edge rushers.
So that's a problem.
So that's a huge, huge, huge problem to lose your left tackle. Fisher's out.
Right.
So that's going to play a role.
The Chiefs center also got cleared from COVID protocols.
Yeah, they almost infected.
But I'm assuming he probably didn't practice at all this week.
Probably not.
So that's also a weakness.
See what the snapping goes.
Right. Hopefully there's no repeats of the Broncos-Seahawks Super Bowl.
Can you imagine the first snap, it goes over Mahomes' head into a safety?
God, that game was terrible.
Anytime that happens, you instantly lose the game. Yeah. Almost always. Yeah.
That game from a start was just doomed.
As soon as that snap happened over Manning's head, it's like,
game's
Broncos
over.
are getting creamed.
They did.
And they did. So, that happens.
Yep.
And that happened with Ben. The ball was snapped over his head in that Browns game.
Right.
First thing is like, Steelers are getting creamed.
And they did.
They got creamed by the Browns.
Bad, too.
I don't know. There's something about that first play snap where if that happens to you,
you're doomed.
You're doomed. It's just the way it is.
So we're picking the Bucs to win.
Yep.
Good luck. This cat will not leave us alone.
I picked the Bucs in the beginning of the year. I kind of doubted them for a couple of weeks because they looked really bad.
But then they turned on the fire.
They turned it around with giving Brady full control. So, credit to Bruce Arians for stepping aside, putting his ego aside, because
I'm sure it wasn't easy for him.
It's not easy because if it don't go well, you still get blamed.
Mm-hmm.
And you had no control. But, Brady said, use his skill set. He's the best quarterback in the league in
Right.
NFL history for a reason. Use him. And so they used him. And now he's led them to the Super Bowl. A team that was just not very good last year to the Super Bowl. I know they stacked on paper, but the quarterback matters.
Yep.
And they're just a million times better than they were.
All right. Well, I think that pretty much covers our thoughts and predictions for the Super Bowl. Might do
draft videos or something. Might do a recap. I don't know.
Yeah, the off season's going to be very interesting, so we'll definitely try.
They already lost out on Stafford, so they wanted 2 first-round picks for Matthew Stafford. Are you insane? And an elite player,
and a third round.
God, Patrick Mahomes ain't worth that much, let alone Matthew Stafford. Jesus,
that's the craziest trade ever.
I mean, my God.
All right, we'll cover the future of the Patriots as the season moves on. It's going to be a while.
Yeah, spoiler alert, they're going to suck next year. Just so you know.
All right, well, enjoy the Super Bowl, and we'll see you in the off season.
Yep. Take care.